Hey, what's up, spooky fam? It is day one of body horror movie. I cannot get my words right today. Body horror movie review week. We are starting the week off with the movie Game of Death from 2017. You guys can find this one on Shudder if you would like to watch it.
Take your sweetheart down to the river. Dash her on the paving stones. It may break your heart to break her bones, but someone's got to do the culling of the phone.
I will be doing spoilers for the movie. So anyways, Game of Death. A group of teenage friends' innocent day of partying comes to an end when they're introduced to the Game of Death, a game of kill or be killed. The rules: kill every hour or your head explodes. It's all fun and games until you explode. We all know that. We strap in for a gore show to find out who wins the Game of Death, and I'm actually gonna spoil that for you in a little bit, so stay tuned. The movie starts off with, it's very like retro. It feels like it has a very like retro arcade game vibe, but it starts off with words, like a scroll of words that says, "With the clock ticking, is life worth living? Make a choice, you or I. Without decision, one will die. In this quest, some are left behind. This game will blow your mind." So literally this game, or this movie, I don't know, the first time I saw it, I was about to turn it off, and then there was a head explosion, and then I was sucked in. So I'm not going to go ahead and break the whole movie down, but I will give timestamps in a little bit to the best gore in the movie. But let's talk about things I really liked about Game of Death. So first, like I said, they do not shy away from any of the gore, the head explosions. There's so much head trauma. There's just so much killing and blood, and literally buckets of blood in this movie, it feels like, and they don't shy away from anything. And meaning that they don't shy away from anything, they really don't pull any punches when it comes to who dies, because they are out here killing cops, they are out here killing elderly people, kids, people who are terminally ill. Like, it's just a free-for-all, friends included. And I think it's a really cool concept that the board game itself becomes a character in the movie. My eye makeup today is based on the board game in the movie and the colors that it has on it. But the board game itself becomes the driving force for the movie, and it's the catalyst for why they're going on a killing spree, essentially. Now, this movie is, I'm going to compare it to a movie that we're going to talk about in a few days, Scanners, because this one has amazing bladder effects, and that is when they kind of blow up the head to the biggest capacity and then just make it explode. And there's a few notable scenes where we get some really good bladder effects, and that just made this movie, the way that this movie is acted and the way the characters are, and I don't know, it just feels like a more dramatized version of a cheesy 80s movie, because the sex scenes in the beginning are kind of unnecessary and they aren't really played for laughs, but if you watch like an 80s horror movie, there's always an unnecessary sex scene, and then everybody dies. So that's what we got in this movie. And I will give a shout out to the pizza car, because I will say that's one of the most fun parts of the movie. And there is an Easter egg on the pizza car. If you look at the license plate, it tells you who wins the Game of Death. So with a runtime of 1 hour and 13 minutes, a really quick watch, this was my second time watching it, I think this is a really solid gore fest, just blood-soaked fun film. So a couple of things I disliked. Almost all of the characters are unlikable, but that makes it feel more satisfying when you get to watch them die. There is a little bit of a tone shift near the end of the movie where it kind of slips into more of a cinematic view, and then we go into a hospital where the tone feels a little bit different than the whole movie itself. And I don't really feel like it was warranted, but whatever. It feels like it was a little bit of an artsy flair thrown in there for the end of the film, and I don't know. I as soon as the aspect ratio changed, it lost me for that moment. Okay, so spoilers really quickly. Let's talk about some of the best gore in the whole movie. I will give you timestamps in case you just want to fast forward and see some gnarly scenes. At 15 minutes in, we see our first kill and the first use of really cool bladder effects. That is a head explosion, and at 1940 we have another head explosion, and that one is really brutal. At 2640, we see our main characters run over a pedestrian, and we see some really cool intestines. And then at 28:25, we see a point of view filmed head smash, and then continuing on with the point of view. At 29 minutes, we get a really awesome point of view chase and kill scene. At 40 minutes and 15 seconds in, we get probably my favorite shot, it lingers for so long, but we get a full head split in two in the backseat of a car, and it just stays there for so long, and you have to look at it, and it just is so phenomenal. And then from 50 minutes in to about an hour and 5 minutes, we get a whole hospital massacre. So there's a variety of different deaths throughout that whole scene. So there's a lot in this if you like gore. So like I did say as a spoiler, the license plate on the pizza car spells out the name of the winner of the Game of Death. So I'm going to spoil that right now. The winner's name is Ashley, my name. And if you look at the license plate says Ash lives. And then we get a post-credits scene that's at the very end past all of the credits, of just a bunch of manatees swimming and living their best lives. So I would rate this movie probably a solid 4. After thinking about it, I think I'd give it a 4. Even though I didn't like the beginning, I think it was really fun to sit with and watch again. So let me know what you thought of Game of Death. Tomorrow's movie is a short film on Shudder called Separation, and there are 2 horror movies called Separation, but this one is only 6 minutes, so if you're going to watch it and catch up, I highly recommend that one because it's short and it packs a punch. So get caught up for that, and I will see you tomorrow. I hope that you enjoyed this video today. I am very excited for Body Horror Movie Review Week, even though body horror is literally happening to me at the same time this week. I'm scared to go to the dentist tomorrow, but we'll see you tomorrow. Sayonara, spooky fam.